If I have to start again from scratch after almost a decade of creating content, here's how I would do it. I've been actually a content creator for the past 8 years, and I've actually been filming for about 12 years now. So I've been doing all of this, and I realized that it all comes down to a few principles. I promise that after this video, you'll be able to not only become a content creator, but actually know how to actually do it, to continue doing it, and most importantly, how to do it the right way. And for me, I'm going to do it in 3 steps plan. One, I'm going to give you the stories that are very important. Then I'm going to give you the lessons that I think are very crucial. Then I'm going to add some secrets that I think also are very, very, very elementary to understand the entire subject. Okay, so I started about 8 years ago uploading publicly on content like on YouTube, etc. And I realized that just one thing that I want to do. So my process was is very long, obviously. Now, if I want to go back or right now start content, I would say one thing that I think very important is consistency and volume, which is two sides of the same coin. What do I mean by this? Is you see, over the years, I just realized that it all comes down to how consistent are you? All right, I'm consistent. How consistent? How many videos you're uploading a day? How many videos you're uploading a week? How many videos you're uploading a month? How many videos you're uploading a year? And for every type, for every platform, for etc. And combined. Can you say that? It's these things are actually I think, in my opinion, are the most important, because not only that they give you a good understanding where you are, but I think because it tracks the most important element of it all, which is consistency and volume. Now let's say okay, now I'm gonna make a hypothetical scenario. So I just started and I say, okay, now I have to choose the platform. So the way that I'm gonna choose the platform is really who is in it. I'm gonna choose YouTube if I want very good audience, let's say really good variety of audience. YouTube is consumed by everybody. It's you have people you don't find a billionaire on other platforms like YouTube. Probably you find them on X or something, but they are definitely on YouTube. Everybody knows YouTube and stuff like that. Same, I wouldn't say it's the same thing for Instagram or other platforms. So YouTube is more of everyone, so probably you do that. TikTok I would go for people that are young. If my audience I wanted to be young, I would go for TikTok. Especially if I don't want to build a long-term audience and stuff like that. TikTok is awesome. You can get followers, you can get views, but nobody fucking remembers you. So that's TikTok. And also I would say very old people also watch TikTok, because it's kind of I don't know why, but it also has that demographic, I'm pretty sure. Because it's easy to consume, as an example, Instagram or some other platforms. I would say Instagram, if you want the middle, we're talking about 14, 15 to 26, that's everyone. Then I would say to 40, all of these ages use Instagram all the time. they can't stop. 20s, 30s, bro, they just always on Instagram. Well, we have Facebook. Facebook has more of the adults, 20 above 20, all on Facebook. And I would say also some teenagers, but I would say the biggest majority are probably old people. And it's kind of different demographic, being honest, on Facebook. So based on this, also there's X. I wouldn't, because X is not currently is not good for creating content. I wouldn't grow. And there's also LinkedIn. LinkedIn I honestly I wouldn't, except if I'm looking for people that I hire or something like that, or CEOs. I would do that, but other than that, not very interesting. Good. So now I'm gonna say I want to create content on Instagram. So I would say the way that I'm gonna do it is actually create more volume. So Instagram Reels are obviously the way to go. It's you don't want to, you can upload few pictures, few carousels, few stories, but nobody gives a fuck. You just have to put it you want reach, you want eyeballs. So like for Instagram, I would say I'm gonna upload like hundreds of videos, and I'm gonna make it like for 1 year. Like I'm only doing Instagram, I go for 1,000. I go for 1,000 posts. Obviously I can repurpose, I can do whatever I want. So like of course 1,000 posts isn't easy and isn't impossible. Like 1 year, you can do way more than 1,000. You know, it's not hard. Obviously it differs from person to person, but I would say like if you're gonna go through Instagram, like 1 year, 1,000 easy in the pocket. With 1,000, you will get more knowledge, more volume. It's like once you finish the year, you look back at all the 1,000. You can do it like regularly, every quarter, every trimester. For me, I would say like every 100 video, I might go back and see like what's the best 10%, what's the worst, and how can I make it better, etc. And really just repeat that. And also with the 1,000, I do like the 10% and the worst 10%. So like the best 100, the worst 100. And, you know, it's kind of like just do what it works based on the volume that I produced. Obviously, like you want to build your Instagram in a way that serves your audiences. Let's say like you build your bio, there's a profile picture and stuff like that. So that's generic. It's like you just watch 1-2 videos. You can pretty much like learn how to do that. I would say like profile picture, it has to be clear, it has to be branding, whatever, and clear. People can recognize that. In terms of like bio, it has like few lines, and few lines should be like describing what you offer to people, what makes you unique, and some sort of credibility or authority. And then there's a CTA or call to action. When you call people, it's like there's a link to your WhatsApp, your website, your newsletter, your Telegram group, your community, whatever it is. It's like depends on who you are and also like what you do. In terms of like the reels, the way that I'm gonna do it is actually I'm gonna produce like depending on what it is. Like if I want to make promotions for like my service or branding, like personal brand. Obviously, if it's me, it's different than it's not me. By the way. If it's faceless or faceful, it's different. I would go for faceful. You know, I make my personal brand, and also like I would make like a specific font, specific this, specific that. It's just to me. If I'm producing in English, I would do captions because it's way easier than other languages. Like Arabic is harder to create caption than English. So, and then I would just develop a formula that I can do. I also do research monthly based on like my niche that I want to get in. I research all of my competitors, like the people that are have similar accounts, etc. And at the same time, I will research the videos that went viral in my niche. And like that, I can comprehend, like especially at the beginning, because I don't have a lot of volume, I don't have a lot of database that I can based on. Obviously, I wouldn't do anything crazy, like something that I cannot be consistent in. It's like, I don't like this idea of like going crazy, but if you're going to go crazy with work, do it. But if you're going to go crazy with money, don't. Especially if you don't have cash flow. Like if you have already like a paying job, you can get cash flow, and you want to invest a little bit in one video here and there, sure, you can do it. That's awesome. But if you don't, like you're a college student, don't go with your money, go with your time and energy and whatever. And that's really like how I would do it. Like after that, I would really like build a personal brand, really just like make people relate to me, whether that being like personal content, educational content, entertainment, or tips and trick. It's kind of like you want to go and jiggle between all of those, and you also want to you provide value. And if you want to put CTAs, so like if you're building personal brand for your service or business or whatever, you don't want to be like spamming CTA in every fucking video. So you want to make so here I'm talking about my experience, then I'm gonna say like my theory, like what works best. So like my experience, I would make CTA like every few videos. And the CTA in every video, just like a follow, whatever. And like every few videos, I upload like the real CTA that I want, whether that be in my business, my service, or whatever. And also like if you want to make promotions like for people, so it happens that you make ads for a local restaurant, for a local project, you don't want to be spamming that all the time. Like for an example, my city, probably like or like Atlanta has that, you know. But like My city really, like, there's a lot of people that make every fucking video ad like promotion. They never make a video that is not promotion. So obviously I know them, like I know some of them, and I know that they don't get paid in all of them, but they just make it their content. It's not good. Like, people don't like that because they feel like they're being sold. Like, even if you think that they're getting values, like you're showing them every shop that is just opened in the city, but really, like, people are thinking that you're just fucking using them. So I like that quote from Alex Hermosi's book. He says, people say jab, 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 hook. I just say jab, 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 jab as long as you can. Because once you provide an absurd amount of value, like the reason why Mr. Beast's products were so good, because he provides an insane amount of value. Like, he doesn't make every video and he's like, for the past like 13 years, and he's like, every video buy my Feastables. When he got like 200 million views, he was like, I just launched Feastable. But so people, like, I already provided so much value that people are like, all right, sure, I will take that. Like, I don't have a problem with that. But like, if you don't provide values, like if every video you're like, dude, you have to follow me, you have to you have to do this. And you see, like, even sometimes a lot of people make actually like the mistake of thinking that their audiences aren't smart. So if you think your audiences aren't smart, then you are definitely the person who is not smart. Alright, I just messed it up when I got this, dude. Alright. Okay, so a lot of people think that actually, like, their audiences aren't smart, or they just disrespect their audiences. You should never do that. So you really, like, you want to provide as much value as possible. Then you want to put in the CTA of like, please, it's like, here's a business, here's my service, and here's what I think. So people, it's like, not only you build authority, but people will trust you more. Okay, now my theory is about funnel. It's like, you want to nurture that, you want to make a funnel where there's like your contents. Obviously this is like for services and businesses and brand, like a personal brands. You want to make some sort of like a funnel so you nurture your audience and customers and clients, except if just like, rather than just creating content, just like what I used to do, I just figured out that people actually are using funnels nowadays. So basically what funnels means like, you have to go through a lot of process and you provide a lot of value so people trust you and build authority so people buy from you. Which is like how School games, if you know what School is a platform. It's a community platform that really is like an educational platform, and it's built like investor is, you can say it's Alex Hermosi's right now, but it's really what it does. It's like, you can build your own community as a content creator, and as a content creator, you build your own community and people will pay for it. Like, they pay for them to get access to whatever you're gonna put into the community, and obviously they can talk and stuff like that. And you also like have the option to choose whatever price you want, and also like, if you want to make it free, like, it's your decision. And also, like, everyone who uses, like, it's $99 a month or something. So the thing is, it's not about like School or about communities, but people are usually like using that to nurture clients. So there is someone they get from any other platform, they get it to School. When they get it to School, it gets nurtured, because you see, like, you probably have seen that, like, you people, like, let's say you've heard about this person is good at cooking eggs, okay, and you look at him on Facebook and you're like, or Instagram or YouTube, and you find him like, he's providing so much information about how to cook egg, how to find the right egg, how to splash it, how to actually cook it, what's the right temperature, what's the right ingredients by the milligrams, by this, what's the right furnace and stuff like that, what's the right time of the day, what's the right gasoline you should, what the right electricity. And you're like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. Of course I'm gonna buy from him eggs. You understand? So because you just trust him. So if you're gonna buy eggs, you're gonna buy it from him. And this is really what nurturing clients is. So it's more of a business term. And really what it means is like, okay, so this guy knows about me. Now for him to trust me, he has to trust me. Like, how would he trust me? Just fucking blind swing? Of course no. He has to know who I am, what do I have to provide. And people think that they just will be known. It's like nobody gives a fuck about you. So you want to provide people as like, here's how I know, here's what I do, here's what I'm gonna do for you, here's etc, etc. So this is my theory right now. It's like this is the really like how I would do it on Instagram. However, I think for every platform is different. So I would say if it's YouTube is a longer game. I understand. So YouTube, you would obviously will not get like 1 year, probably like, yeah. So it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like Instagram. Instagram, you can, like, Instagram is not the fastest. Like, as an example, TikTok is insane fast. But like Instagram isn't the fastest. I would say YouTube, honestly, I'd say YouTube, look, YouTube is different strategies. So because I'm talking about me, I would say volume, honestly. Like, that's what I believe in. In the past, like, almost decade of creating content on YouTube, I realized that the more volume, the better, on any platform, really, and like also YouTube. With more volume, I know what works and what not, so I can make my videos better. Because my videos better, what does that mean? It's just like I do 100 videos, then I look at the best 10% and I just repeat what I did in the best 10%. I look at the worst 10% and I never do that again. You understand? So it's really simple. It's really just that. And I really believe it's also about volumes. If I just started, like, let's say just YouTube, only YouTube, I'm gonna make like, in the first year, I'm gonna make 100 videos, you know, and I don't give a fuck. Like, do it the way you want. Like, I don't care if you have to like film in underneath your blanket if you have to. Just make that 100 videos, you know. I think really that's what's important. It's like once you finish the 100 videos, then you have to go back and look at the 100 videos and see which ones are the best 10 and which ones are the worst 10, and just do the best 10. And usually, like, for YouTube, you can just not get anything from 100 videos. It's not like Instagram. Instagram is at 1,000. It's more likely that you will get like a few videos that goes viral with 1,000 videos. But with YouTube, 1,000 shorts probably can do it. Longs, I'm not sure if you can. Like, probably if you have a very fucking good internet connection. I'm pretty sure you can. Like, it's not humanly impossible, being honest. Like, 1,000 you can do it on YouTube. If you do it, you're fucking legend. Yeah, but like you have to like solve some fucking problems, you know. Like, I know how to solve them now. But I know, like, for someone who's starting out, like, fucking hell, dude, it's like not easy to upload 1,000. So I wouldn't go for that, because it's easy it's like very easy to actually fall off short. So I'd say like 100 videos. 100 videos is very challenging, by the way. It's like I've spent like almost a decade, spent like 7 years uploading like few videos a year, like few videos. I'm telling you, like less than 10 a year. Like 7 years on YouTube, like 7 years, 7 years in, I was uploading about 10 videos a year. Yeah, you understand? So there's also like these differences that you comprehend, and you're like, okay, well, so it depends on the platform. But yeah, definitely volume with YouTube too. If I just started and I wanted to like get younger audiences, I would definitely go for shorts too. It just shorts, it's a little bit tricky. It also needs more volume. Will I do just shorts? I don't know. It's like, honestly, like shorts are not very great to build like connections. I would say like I would do them both. Like if you want to go double down on shorts, I would say like for every 20-30 shorts, I would make one long video. This is like crazy. If I want to go all in on shorts, I have to make for every 20-30 videos. On shorts, I upload like a long video. And by the way, this is not hard. Like I spent 2 weeks this month. I was uploading like 4 videos a day on YouTube as shorts, and it's not hard. Like it's not crazy. You can do it. So 4 videos every single day. so with the ratio that I gave you, so like every 5 days, like 5 to like 7 days, so like every week you want to upload like a long video. If you want to upload like 4 videos, 4 shorts, if you're gonna go online, you can do more, or you can just do it. I don't think like doing more than 4 actually is good for you. Probably 5 if you want to really squeeze it. Like I've seen a creator that does 5 on Instagram, but I just heard, like I'm not following her, or I know her, but whatever. But you think, like, the thing is, like, you can do that. So for TikTok, I wouldn't recommend, but if you do it, just do volumes. Like TikTok is the easiest to go all in. Like just do volume. You'll get like 1 million subscriber in like 6 months. If you go like a amazing all in crazy. I would say Facebook is a little bit tricky because I also like learn. Like for me, even if I want to do YouTube, Facebook, I have to collect some data. I have to try with different types of videos, and also like to realize like which one's actually working for me, because even now like I have 18,000 followers on Facebook. I think it's pretty tricky. I think it's there's videos that go viral that I wouldn't expect, and on the other platforms they don't, even if it's the same video. So there's always this situation happening. But you know what? It's just part of the process. You just have to comprehend that and accept it as just part of the process, and so be it. And look, as I promised, now you have the ability. Like this is what I would do actually. Like if I want to start all over, like again from scratch after like almost a decade of creating content, here's how you can do it too. It's really that simple. And like you don't need anything external. You can just do it from now. And what you've seen here, you can never unseen. So dude, you might as well subscribe, you know.